doing? You don't want that pepper. Hey y'all, and welcome back to the homestead. This week we are starting out here in the kitchen. I am very hungry and it is super hot. So that means we do not want to eat something super hot and super heavy for dinner. So I'm thinking tonight we're going to be making a barbecue chicken wrap. And the star of the show is going to be this corn salad. This corn salad is super easy to make. It's delicious. It's refreshing. I had a friend that used to bring this to like work potlucks all the time, and I found a recipe on Pinterest that was very similar. So I'm just going to kind of make it my own a little bit, and I'll show y'all how we do that. And at the end of this video, after we have time to have dinner and the sun goes down a little bit, we're gonna go out to the garden, and I have a lot of things I want to show y'all. I actually have some things out there that we need to harvest, so let's go ahead and get dinner going so we can go to the garden. For our chicken wraps, I'm gonna bake these Great Value fully cooked chicken breast in the oven. It does say you can also put these in your air fryer. This corn dish, I'm telling you, is the perfect side dish for summer. It's super light, it's super refreshing. You can refrigerate it overnight if you want to. I'm just gonna go ahead and make it right now, but either way, it's gonna be delicious. But like I said, I got it from a really sweet friend of mine. We used to work together at a town about 30 minutes from here before I started working from home. And we would have potlucks like around holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas. Really anytime we could talk our boss into letting us have a potluck, we would do it. And she would always bring this corn dish, and it is so good. Now there is one ingredient that she has on the recipe card that I wrote the recipe on, but she has one ingredient that I don't have, and I think that's okay. My husband is not a big fan. It's black olives. My husband's not a big fan of black olives, so I think he'll appreciate me not putting that ingredient in there. But if you have black olives and you like black olives like I do, you're going to love it in there. But let me show you a picture of the recipe card. And I will say, for tonight's dinner, for our side dish with our barbecue chicken wraps, I'm just gonna do a half recipe. Since it's just me and Tyler, I don't wanna have a ton of leftovers of this, but if you're doing it for a get together, or you're doing it for like a family of 4 or 5 or more, go ahead and make the whole entire recipe. This might sound kind of silly, but one of the most important things with this corn salad recipe is that you wanna make sure that you drain your corn really well. In her recipe, she says that she will leave it in a colander for like 2 or 3 hours, because you want to get out as much liquid as you possibly can, because if you leave too much of the water in the corn, it will actually make the corn salad more liquidy, and you don't really want that. I'm going to leave that corn draining over in the sink for a little bit, and while we wait for that, I'm going to go ahead and cut up 1 bell pepper. I'm using a red bell pepper. It doesn't necessarily have to be a certain color. I just like using reds or orange because it's a really nice pretty pop of color against the yellow corn. And then it says for half an onion. This onion is pretty small, so I'm probably just going to put this whole thing in there. When I cut up my bell pepper and my onions, I do try to cut them up really small. So that way when you're eating the salad, you don't get a big chunk of onion or a big pepper. But of course, that's your preference. Alright, so to this, we need to add in some shredded cheddar cheese. I say just add in as much as you want. If you love cheese, just add a lot of cheese. And then we need some mayo. I'm just using this Great Value mayonnaise. And since I'm making half a batch, I just need about half a cup. So let's see if we can eyeball half a cup. I don't know if I'm very good at eyeballing stuff, but we'll make it work. In my opinion, the star of this dish are these chili cheese Fritos. They are so good in this. I know it might sound a little bit weird, but I'm telling you, it is so good. It adds the perfect spice to it, the perfect little crunch. Now I will tell you, since we're eating this for dinner, I'm gonna go ahead and put these Fritos in the bowl. If you're making this the night before, or if you're gonna make it right now and then take it to a friend's house, don't put the Fritos in until you're ready to serve, because you don't want the Fritos to get soggy. I want to let these chicken strips sit here for a little bit before we add on the barbecue sauce. Now I need y'all to watch this next step really carefully, okay? It's very technical. We're gonna take a baggie and we're gonna put our chicken strips in our baggie. And then once we get all of our chicken in our baggie, some of these I cut in half because they were kind of funny shape. But once we get these all in the bag, one more, we're gonna take our favorite barbecue sauce. We're using the Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce. We're gonna squirt it right into the bag. I'm running low out of this one. I need to get my new bottle out. Hold just a moment, please. All right, I got a new bottle. So we're just gonna squirt some more of that in there. As much as you think you should need. Close our bag. And then shake it up. That's why I wanted to let it sit for a little bit, so that way when I shook the barbecue sauce around on it, the breading didn't just come off. Have y'all ever had the like boneless barbecue chicken wings from Pizza Hut? Those are so good. And doing this to these chicken strips remind me so much of those. And if you just cut these into like smaller bite-sized pieces, I'm not sure you'd know the difference. Alright, and there we go. Our very technical barbecue chicken. Chicken wrap, I'm using these Missions Carb Balance tortillas. Go ahead and get that out of there. Plate it right there. Gonna get some of this chicken out of my baggie. Ooh, that's a good piece right there. That's a good piece. Maybe a little one too. If I can get it on my fork. Oh, come on. There we go. Add some shredded lettuce. I like a lot of lettuce, especially in the summertime because it's nice and cool. Okay, And then just a little bit of ranch dressing. Not too much because you don't want to overpower the barbecue from the chicken, but just a little bit. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go and enjoy this amazing, refreshing dinner, and then I will meet y'all outside for some garden updates. So dinner was absolutely amazing, so good and so refreshing. Now I'm coming out here to the garden. The sun has finally started to set. It is still so hot. I think it's the humidity that's making it so bad. I mean, the heat's really bad too, but it's really humid, so it's making it worse. But I'm gonna turn y'all around and show y'all one of the biggest improvements on the garden. Well, first off, we moved the chickens and the ducks over here. We still made sure there was space between the garden and them so they couldn't peck at it. But I think Rambo's in there saying, come on y'all, it's time to go to bed. Come on. All right, but as you can see, look at this trellis above the entryway. It is completely full of loofah vines. It is so beautiful, and I think they've already closed up, but earlier today when we came out here, there was flowers on here. There's one right there. Looks like it's wanting to open. So this is so exciting. It is so pretty. So the last time I had y'all out here, I was telling y'all about how that storm like knocked over a lot of our corn plants. I tell you what, they recovered, and look how beautiful they are. I mean, I think every one of them recovered. We had one somewhere that it was already damaged like before the storm came through, but they all stood straight back up. They're looking amazing. You can see there that they're starting to get like some silkies. I think that's what they're called. But they are looking so good. Our okras are getting so big. And we noticed, oh, there's an okra right here. Look at that. We're getting okra. Our tomatoes are still doing good. We're actually starting to get some that are starting to turn. You can see over there, there's some. Those are starting to turn over there. Now we were having some trouble with like these little teeny tiny little white bugs. And I wasn't sure if they were actually doing damage or not, but we were talking to our neighbor the other day and he told us what we could get for that. And so we did that this morning before the sun really rose. And so hopefully that will help. All of the sunflowers are doing great. They're getting so big. I am so excited. And there's one down there. Look how big it is. Y'all, I came out here, I think it was yesterday or the day before. This thing is taller than me. I am 6 foot tall and it is already taller than me. See what I mean? Our 2 rows of sweet peppers are doing really good. We have quite a few bell peppers growing. Our beans are doing pretty good down here. I did notice, I think I came out here yesterday and did a lot of investigating, and we do have some green beans growing on these here. Now, these that are down here, they're still not doing as good as these here. So, I'm just not sure about that. There's our baby chicks. They don't really look like chicks anymore. They look like teenagers. Hello. Hi. Our squash plants are doing superb. They're doing so good. I have a lot of squash that I'm actually going to harvest tonight when I get done here. But we got some there. This plant has a lot of flowers. This plant over here has a squash we need to get. And then this one down here, I think it has quite a few that we might need to get. Either that or I think we got some yesterday. Yeah, it looks like we got at least 1, maybe 2. I'll probably go ahead and get that one right there because I don't know how much I'll be home tomorrow and I don't want it to get too big. And then all of these are doing so good. This one has a squash we need to get. Look at it there. Oh, so cool. And then we also had some zucchini. Let me see if that plant has any on it. There's this plant right here. Let's see. There's a little baby one growing right there. I may have gotten all the ones. Yeah, I think that's the only one on there right now. Our massive butternut squash plant that I swear y'all, it gets bigger by the day. Let's see, we have a lot of butternut squashes growing. We have some down there, you can see. These leaves keep getting in the way. There's lots there. I am so excited. This is so fun. This is the first time I've ever grown a butternut squash. We have quite a few hot peppers that I need to go ahead and harvest. I did go ahead and bring a bowl. Did I tell y'all that? I brought a bowl out to harvest some stuff with y'all tonight. This one has some peppers. I think we're gonna let these grow a little bit more. And then we have so many flowers that are coming up. I mean, look how beautiful that is, y'all. I come out here like probably like twice a week and get more flowers for the kitchen. They're just so pretty. Oh, I love it so much. And then here we have some. Sorry, y'all, I've been sick, and so my voice might be a little off. But we got a jalapeno pepper. Oh, what are you doing? You don't want that pepper. These flowers are so pretty. Y'all, I can just look out the back door and see all these flowers, and it just makes me so happy. I think this one is my favorite one right now. It's so pretty. And the camera is not picking up how deep of a purple that is. Oh, but it is so beautiful. I think what I'm gonna do, oh, and we have a lot of cayenne peppers growing. I think a lot of these pepper plants on this side are cayenne. But with some of these flowers, I think I'm gonna harvest some of these, and we're gonna go see my in-laws tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna take some and let her have some. That way she can put them on her kitchen table, and I'll tell her how to take care of them so that way they can last her a little while. Not too bad for a little random harvest. We got 4 squash, some bell peppers, not bell peppers, jalapeno peppers, some banana peppers, and then I also got these beautiful flowers for my mother-in-law. Well, y'all, I think that is gonna do it for me today. It has been a hot one here, so I'm excited to go in, get in my jammies, and cool off in the air conditioning. But again, thank you for spending the day with me. Thank you for cooking dinner with me. It is always much more fun when you're there with me. I hope you enjoy that dinner. Let me know if you try it and you enjoy it. Again, thank you for always coming to the garden with me. I hope y'all enjoy it because I know I sure do. And I will see y'all next week. Bye.